What's going on, everyone? Chuck here, and I hope that you are having a fantastic day. We're back here at the father-in-law's house for the big day. Aeration and overseed. He actually put down some topsoil this week a little bit, just to level out some of the areas and just put some good soil. And he already actually aerated this side a little bit. We're actually going to aerate it again. And I just want to say this. If you water, no matter how dry your ground is, if you throw water on your ground, you're going to be able to pull out a decent plug. You all, if you've watched that video where I scarified it and you saw how dry it was, he went to go rent the aerator and the guy at the store said, well, there's no point, it's too dry. And I said, well, I told my father-in-law this, if you spend, 30 minutes, a few times this week, you put some water on it, we'll be able to pull out a pretty decent plug. Maybe not perfect, but a decent one, especially if you water it the day of, right? And so I was just looking around where he aerated, and he had, well, now he's raked them up, but he had like a good 2.5 inch core on super dry soil. So to that guy at this rental store, you're wrong, buddy. You're wrong. So what he's doing now is he's raking up and just leveling it off again a little bit after aerating yesterday, I think. He's using the landscape rake to do it, I'll show you. And then we're gonna go back over this area with the aerator again. Then I will put down the fertilizer and the humic acid, put down the seed, put down the tenacity, bada bing, bada boom, we'll be done. And then we gotta go do my house. So it's gonna be a long day. Here's the core. Don't know how well you can see it. It's about, 2 inches or so. So not bad for super dry, compacted soil. Side yard is aerated. Like I said, if you get water down, you'll pull, no matter how dry your soil is, you'll pull a 2 inch core easy. Obviously you'd like a bigger core, but 2 inches isn't bad. But yeah, it's nice and rough. We did have a casualty though. We had a casualty during this side. My boot broke. Got some new shoes. Aren't they pretty? Everything is aerated. So I have here some of that fancy new X-Start fertilizer. It's 824-4, which, just real quick, if you're watching this video, you're probably familiar with how all this stuff works. But the middle number here, when you're overseeding or trying to establish new grass, of course, the air conditioner kicks on, is the middle number. So 24, it's gonna push down those roots. You'll get a green up with the nitrogen at an 8, but so for this, you want 3 pounds per 1,000. So I got 2,000 square feet here in the front, so I'll put down 6 pounds, and then 2 to 3 weeks, you put down another 3 pounds. So simple enough. That's not what I want. I want 6 pounds. I want 6 pounds. If you don't have one of these half-gallon bucket, or actually that's a gallon bucket, and the luggage scale makes things so much easier. But I have 6 pounds. Put in the Scott's. I can't talk. Put in the Scott's edge guard, and it's a number 7 on the dial to put down this stuff evenly. So 6 pounds for 2,000 square feet. Let's apply some fert. Now that the fertilizer is down, I'm gonna go ahead and put my seed down. I have the SS1002 blend. It's the shade blend of Tall Fescue from the Seed Superstore. Highly recommend Seed Superstore. I really, they have a good product, great customer service, but don't get hung up on the name. If you wanna go to Home Depot or Lowe's and get Scott's or Pennington or Rebel, you can get a really nice lawn using that seed. You just may have to be a little bit more on top of your weed control game, but that's fine. This blend has Rowdy Tall Fescue, Titanium, Valkyrie, and GTO Tall Fescue. And like I said, it's their shade blend, but it also did well in full sun. So it's a good mix for his yard because he's got that big magnolia and the other tree that does provide a lot of shade. So it's a good mix for, I think, his front yard. It is 8 pounds per thousand for new lawns. And so we will total with this 3,000 square feet, we will be putting down 24 pounds. We'll have a pound left over for something. This is what fescue seed looks like. It's just a bigger seed than like bluegrass and a lot of the other seeds. So it is bigger, but you can definitely see different sizes, which is the different varieties of seeds. So that Scott spreader is tiny. So it's about as much seed as I can fit. So that's just 5 pounds. I'm gonna put a little bit more, but that's 5 pounds, 10 pounds, and another 5 pounds in the bucket. So I guess it'll be multiple trips with it. I'm a patient man, but I am not patient enough to use a drop spreader. That thing's taken forever. So I have the edge guard back there. I'm gonna go ahead and just use the edge guard because it goes faster and I have another lawn to do, and my brother-in-law who's back there. There's Patrick back there. Wave, wave, Patrick. Anyway, Patrick's back there and he needs the edge guard for his house too, so I need to just get done. So let's just throw her down, hope for the best. You can see sort of what it looks like. It's about as even as it is all over the yard for the most part. There's a little bit heavier areas in between the two trees, which is not where I'm standing now, but in between the two trees is a little bit heavier because that area does struggle a little bit more. But this is about what I did, and as you can see here, because these big chunks of stuff, you sort of raked it in a little bit. So yeah, just wanted to show you this is what it looks like all over the place. The seed is down. The seed is down. The seed is down. So seed is down both sides of the yard. Father-in-law went ahead and came around with his landscape rake and just lightly raked it in. He's doing that as I was moving equipment around and that kind of stuff, so don't have any footage of it. But he did just lightly rake it around. Like I said, 8 pounds per thousand is what the Seed Superstore recommends, so that's what I did. Maybe a little bit heavier, so maybe 9 pounds. I put the extra pound down here on the main yard, so sue me. So now the secret is, not even a secret. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put down tenacity as a pre-emergent. So that there's a difference. I know people say, oh, it's a pre and post-emergent. True, but if you want it to be a post-emergent, you put a surfactant in it so it sticks to the leaf, to to leaves. But as a pre-emergent, you don't need to do that because it's going on the bare soil. So I'm gonna do it as a pre-emergent, so no surfactant is necessary because it doesn't need to stick on anything. It's just gonna go on the ground. So I'm gonna mix them up right now and spray that down here, and this part will be done, other than watering. I went ahead, didn't show it, but I mixed the tenacity. It's actually the Miso Trione. It's the generic, so it's just like Miso 4 or something like that. I got it on do my own for like $4 less, so might as well have just bought the tenacity. But it's the same thing, it's just the generic. And it is 1 teaspoon for 2 gallons of water, and each gallon covers 1,000 square feet. So 2 gallons, 2,000 square feet, that'll cover this part easily. I wish I had a battery operated backpack sprayer, but I don't, so I got the piston pump. It's fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the tenacity, and that will be it for this one. That is it for this step of Project Father-in-Law. We have aerated, seeded, applied fertilizer, applied tenacity, and that last little bit you saw is he had some bags of straw, like really fine cut straw, almost like sawdust, but not quite. And we just like a little top dressing of that. You can use that, you can use peat moss, you can use nothing, just use the dirt that you already have and just rake it in. But he wanted to put a little top dressing on, so we did that. And now that's it. So I will come back here in a few days. So last year I saw germination within, like I went on a vacation, like a little trip, and I saw it within 4 or 5 days. So I'll come back by the end of this week. Today's Saturday. I'll probably come back Friday and just see what I see. I told him next steps is water, 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 and water. Make sure it's wet, not puddled, but wet. 3 times a day at least, and just see where that gets you. 10, 15 minutes, see where that gets you. You may need to do a little less, may need to do a little more. But yeah, water, water, water. So anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you all liked it. Please like, subscribe, comment below, all that kind of good stuff. How'd your aerations and overseeds and renos and rehabs go this year? And if you want a sticker, please send me an email, Instagram, Facebook, email, send me a message with an address, and I will get you a sticker. And yeah, so I will see you guys in the next one. You'll have an awesome rest of your day, and God bless.